Good morning, Fort Worth. It is the Fort Worth Roots Morning Show. Thank you for being here, and happy 9th day of April. I've got Michael Brittner in studio with me. Good morning, Michael.
Good morning, Andrew. How you doing?
I'm here. I actually feel like I got some pretty good sleep last night.
That's good.
I don't know if that's true or not. Usually Wednesdays are kind of rough because we do the Tuesday live audience recording out at McFly's, so I'm usually dragging ass on Wednesdays, but I feel good. How about you?
You look good.
Thank you.
For what it's worth.
I'll take it.
I'm good. But for all of you on I-20 and I-30, I hate you. I hate your guts. So, not sure what you're doing out there.
Traffic sure be doing the trafficking.
I guess they're going to their jobs or whatever. But get off the road.
Let's so we got segments, and we cover these every day, and I think we should start off with Turtle Facts today. We always do Turtle Facts on Wednesday. Let's get this out of the way.
Okay. Yeah, this is a good one. So, this is a crazy turtle fact.
Okay.
Did you know that some turtles, such as the Fitzroy River turtle, breathe through their butts?
Okay. Why would they do that,
It's
Michael?
a process called cloacal respiration, where they draw water into their cloaca, which is a multi-purpose opening, shall we say. Okay. There are a lot of jokes you can make about that, but we'll move on. It's a family-friendly show, and they extract oxygen through specialized tissue. They can stay submerged for days, even weeks, without surfacing.
I don't understand what's happening.
They basically have a little snorkel back there, you know.
Okay, and I'm going to give you guys some chicken facts here in a minute. We decided right before we hit record that we should be doing chicken facts every Wednesday to complement Turtle Facts. Before we move on to that, we've got some international listeners. As you know, 99.9% of our listeners are right here in Fort Worth, but every once in a while it's a city in India.
Chennai.
Chennai. Thank you for tuning in. And then we've got New Delhi. We've got 3 in New Delhi. Excellent.
Or the clever use of VPNs. We don't know.
It could, you know what? Don't do that. Don't make me think it's VPNs. That's awful. How dare you? Warsaw. We got 1 in Warsaw, 1 in Copenhagen, 7 in London, 4 in Amsterdam.
What's up, London?
Well, good morning, guys. Thank y'all for being here. And let's see, who else? Just want to make sure I'm not leaving anybody out. We got one down in South America. It's Saopaulo.
Sao Paulo?
Sounds good to me. And then in Mexico, see, we had some in Mexico City. Let's see if that's the same. 19 in Mexico City. All right. That's our international listeners. Thank y'all for tuning in. And we'd love to hear why you or how you found the Fort Worth Roots podcast and what interests you way over there where you're at. All right, let's get into the weather. 87 for a high today, 56 for a low. Thursday, 86 for a high, 52 for a low. Friday, 80 and 55 for a low. Saturday, 84 and 63 for a low. Sunday, 93 degrees and 68 for a low. It's going to have 21 mile an hour winds. So no rain in the forecast until next week. It looks like we get a 22% on Thursday. So we'll keep you up to date on that. All right, National Day of. These are always ridiculous. Yesterday was Massage Baby Day. Who was that guy?
I think he was trying to come in here. He thinks we're open at,
was that
7 or 8 a.m.
Was that Richard Keller? That looked like Richard Keller.
I don't think so. That was a much larger man.
Okay. All right. Not Richard Keller.
Probably.
Richard
Unless he
Keller,
gained a lot of weight.
You're not that large, Richard. Sorry about that. Okay. Where was I? Oh, yeah. Yesterday was Massage Babies Day. Like, apparently you're supposed to massage babies.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Massage your baby.
Kind of creepy to me. Anyway, National Winston Churchill Day is today. Baton Day. Education and Sharing Day. Jenkins Ear Day. We got to click on that one. All right. Jenkins Ear Day, April 9th. Marks the day when Captain Robert Jenkins lost his ear during a battle in 1731. Spanish Coast Guards, led by Privateer Juan de Leon Fandino, apparently 3 names just wasn't enough for that dude, invaded, searched, and raided Jenkins' ship named Rebecca. Poor Rebecca. The exact reason why they chopped off his ear is unclear. Some accounts say it was a punishment for raiding Spanish ships, while others say Rebecca was carrying contraband. Okay, so anyway, happy...
This is a very silly reason to have a day. I'm sorry.
Sorry,
Mr. Jenkins.
Jenkins Ear Day. Well, unfortunately, I think probably he's passed away by now.
Yeah.
All right, this day in history, 1860, oldest sound recorded. The oldest surviving recording of a human voice is made. Parisian bookseller, Jesus, man, these names, Edouard Leon Scott de Martinville, Jesus, sets up his invention, the phonograph, and records someone saying, "Au clair de la lune." It will predate Thomas Edison's more famous first recordings by 28 years. The MP3 won't arrive for another 133 years. That was back in 1860, this day in history. 1865, Confederate General Robert E. Lee surrenders. In a last-ditch effort against Union forces, Confederate General Robert E. Lee realizes the effort is futile and surrenders his 28,000 troops to Union General Ulysses S. Grant at Virginia's Appomattox courthouse. It sucks. I know I've been there. The surrender triggers others across the South as the American Civil War finally winds down. All right, this day in history. 1959, first U.S. astronauts, and we'll be done with this. I'm not even reading the last one. NASA introduces picks for Project Mercury. 7 astronauts out of 500 applicants are determined to have the right stuff to conduct manned space flights, and they are introduced in Washington, D.C. in front of hundreds of reporters. Astronauts Carpenter, Cooper, Glenn, Grissom, Shira, Shepard, and Slayton will become national heroes. Outstanding. Okay, moving on. Let's get into some Fort Worth news stories.
You know, just a suggestion, you should do like a National Literacy Day where
that would be beautiful, Michael.
A bunch of difficult words.
You know what? The fact that I struggle with words is not funny, sir.
It's hilarious.
It's kind of funny. I agree. All right. Robber steals. This is from, MSN.com, and the story is by Shambhavi Rimal. I'm so sorry. Robber steals $7,000 worth of wedding rings from Fort Worth woman on morning walk. Fort Worth police are searching for a suspect after 2 women were robbed at gunpoint on a trail in the Tanglewood neighborhood on Monday morning. The women were walking in the 3800 block of Overton Park Drive at about 6 a.m. on April 7th when they were approached by the man who pointed a gun and demanded the victim's belongings, police said. The suspect was described as a man about 6 feet tall who had his face covered. He ran away from the trail in a different direction from the victims, police said. Wow, that is a great description. Michael, cover your face real quick. You're about 6 feet tall.
Yeah, roughly.
We got him. I found him. He's right here. All right. Moving on. Catch the bad guys.
It was a really nice ring.
It was. Well, yeah.
I mean, I sold it. But.
So we actually got invited out to this. You don't need an invitation to come to these things. It was the groundbreaking for the new police station. We actually got to go out there, and I saw this picture as I was scrolling through the news stories. I'm like, wait, I took that picture. No, I didn't. That is a really good picture. Okay. They had all these cowboy hard hats, which I think it's awesome, but also a little ridiculous. That's okay. It's very Fort Worth. All right. This story is from FortWorthReport.org and written by Drew Shaw. Donning cowboy hard hats, Fort Worth officials and police broke ground on the Northwest Patrol Division facility April 8th, advancing initiatives to expand and enhance city's services for the city's fast-expanding northern communities. Located at 3900 Angle Avenue, and by the way, if you leave Hoppin and go to that address via the map route that it gives you on Google Maps, it's a weird drive. There are houses in Fort Worth with basement garages. I just didn't even know that was a thing. I thought you had to go to Seattle for that. All right. The 2022 bond earmarked $25.6 million for the project, which will also receive additional support from the Crime Control and Prevention District collected from a special half-cent sales tax that provides resources to reduce crime. Construction is expected to finish in spring of 2026. They said that yesterday. They said they were expecting to do the ribbon cutting in a year, and I was like, what? Because the site where they did the groundbreaking yesterday, no elevation work whatsoever. In fact, I'm in a little Toyota Camry, and I wasn't sure I should be driving through there. So it's completely untouched for the most part. And anyway, they're saying it's going to be done in a year. So
Wow.
We'll see about that. FortWorthReport.org. Rail expansion expected to link Fort Worth's Tex Rail with Dallas Denton Systems. Story by FortWorthReport.org. Eric Garcia. The popular Tex Rail commuter line could soon connect passengers with other North Texas transit systems. The 27-mile rail route operated by Fort Worth's Trinity Metro Transit Agency will link up with Dallas Area Rapid Transit Silver Line when that expansion line opens in October or November 2025. Officials said April 8th during the 21st Annual Southwestern Rail Conference in Hearst. Cool. All
There's
right.
an annual rail conference?
Yeah. You weren't invited? Loser.
Must have missed that.
All right. It's goodnewsnetwork.org, and this story is by Andy Corbley. I was hoping it was Andy. Okay. Trading cards featuring middle-aged men go viral in Japanese town, boosting volunteerism and awe of elders. And immediately I'm thinking, this can't be. Is this an April Fool's thing? It's got these little playing cards, look like Pokemon cards, and it's just got these dudes on it. In a story that will make you awe and like the best Pixar film, a Japanese community center released a line of collectible trading cards featuring the town's older male residents. Seeking a way for the younger generation to connect with the amazing community members, middle-aged and older, the center's secretary general leveraged the enduring love of Pokemon trading cards. I called it. You laughed at me, but I was right. To create these masterpieces of civic engagement. The town of Kawara in... Oh, Jesus. You do it. You do it.
Let me see here.
Yeah, good luck.
Fukuoka.
Okay. That's not how I'd have said it. I'm grateful you were here. Has a population of about 10,000 from half as many households. Limestone Mountains, relatively famous from their appearance in a well-known novel, are all the northern Honshu town can boast of the visitors might have heard of. I read that so badly. Anyway, they did this to make young people feel familiar with the older people. So anyway,
does it give traits of that person? Like,
well, it's all in Japanese, so I don't know what the cards say. Let me scan for it a little bit and see.
If it were here, it would say like, "This is Bill. Bill loves watching documentaries, drinking Busch Light, and smoking a mean brisket."
Don't talk to Bill after 9 p.m.
Yeah.
He'll kill you.
Yep.
The 47 characters include a guy's name, another guy's name, an 81-year-old maker of soba noodles, and Mr. Fuji, a 67-year-old former prison guard turned community volunteer. Wait, I'm looking for details on the cards.
So if they have to have moves, right? Like if you're going to battle the cards,
right?
Yeah.
I
wonder what the moves are.
This old man has +6 agility, right? Stuff like that. It doesn't say, and the cards are in Japanese, like all the way around. So anyway, it's a cool idea, and we should do it in Fort Worth. It would take forever because we have a lot more old people than a town with 10,000 people total. Okay, and then we've got our space news, and then don't let me forget chicken facts, okay?
I won't.
Following the success... Well, let me give you the spaceflightnow.com. Story is by Will Robinson Smith. Will Smith, following the successful accelerated launch of a global positioning system on a Falcon 9 rocket in mid-December, the U.S. Space Force, Lockheed Martin, and SpaceX are preparing to launch another GPS-3 satellite on a fast-tracked basis. The satellite, dubbed GPS-3 Space Vehicle 08SV-08, is targeted for launch from Space Launch Complex 40 SLC-40 at Cape Canaveral Space Force Station no earlier than late May. The mission represents an outstanding collaboration across multiple teams and agencies, said U.S. Space Force Colonel Andrew Minchner, MD-31 commander, in a statement. It highlights our ability to rapidly deploy an additional M-code capable satellite and continues to push the boundaries of traditional launch timelines. All right, everybody's really excited. It's going to be another satellite, and it's cool stuff. They're launching satellites every day, Every country is launching satellites every day. So, you ever heard
Is
of
that true? Every day?
Every country, just
every day?
just about all the ones that can are. You ever heard of the Kessler effect? Have I brought this up yet?
Is that space debris?
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Yep.
It's going to lock us in here, and we're not going to be able to get out anymore. And on that day, we just all take a nap, I guess. What else do you do?
There are people that don't believe we actually have the ability to launch a rocket into space. Have you heard of people that think we live in a dome?
I'm on the fence, honestly. I don't know. I've never been up there. I call it 50-50.
So where are all these satellites going? When they put them on the rocket, do you think that they just smash into the dome and we don't see it? And they're like, well, we've got a satellite up there.
That's a good question. Where are they going? If they're not going somewhere, where are they going? The ocean. Maybe they're firing those rockets and we all think they're going to outer space, but we're actually delivering a quantitative amount of technology to our undersea overlords. And they demand that we ship them these things every day from every country.
Sounds plausible. So when the cameras are watching the rocket fly up, do you think that's just like AI generated and it really just turned around and flew into the ocean?
You can only watch the rocket go up for so long because in order for it to get in the right attitude to leave our orbit or our atmosphere, it's got to go at an angle, right? Mm-hmm. So you can't watch it go straight up. It's going out.
So maybe it goes out and then
just
points
drops
down and
into Atlantis.
You don't see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, Atlantis, yeah.
That's exactly what's happening.
That makes sense. I've been there. It's nice.
Pictures or it didn't happen. Anyway, chicken facts. Here's your chicken fact for the day because I was totally unprepared for this. We got chickens. I got chickens for Megan on Valentine's Day because I didn't know what to get her. And she wants chickens, so I got her chickens.
I was going to ask if she even wanted them.
Yeah. And I felt like it was like the coolest idea ever. I'm not sure how enthused she was to get chickens for Valentine's Day, but anyway, she's got chickens now. And I've spent the last 2 months preparing for the moment that we would be able to put them outside. And that moment came not last night, but the night before. And so we were finally able to put those little chickens outside, and both of us are just very apprehensive that a neighborhood cat or a bobcat or a vampire or something is going to kill our chickens.
Probably vampire.
So, but I put up a fence around the chicken coop, and then the chicken coop itself is contained. So I'm hoping that's enough, but we'll see. We've got neighbors that just have chickens just lollygagging around their yard. So,
and they're fine,
yeah,
right?
They're good. I mean,
so they were
I've never
inside?
asked them how they're doing, but they look okay.
So they were in. Did you keep them in your bedroom? Did they sleep in bed with you?
So, for the first 2 months, when you get a little chick, you got to keep them in a brooder, which is a fancy word for a oversized Tupperware container. Just basically a storage box. And we put a little chicken heater in there. It just warms. It's not a heat lamp because that'll burn your house down. So you get this high-tech chicken heater, and you just leave it in there, and they can get under it when they're cold, and they can walk out when they're not. And anyway, it's a whole thing. So, yeah, we've had chickens in our kitchen. Chicken kitchen. It's been a chicken kitchen for 2 months. And it smells like poop. You got to clean it out. Like when you first get them, like the first couple of weeks, you only have to change out the bedding like once a week. And then as they get bigger, and by the way, if you've ever seen pictures, like comparison of chicken on day 1 versus chicken on day 14, those things grow so fast, it's unbelievable. So anyway, that's all my chicken facts for today. As you guys might know, if this is your first time listening to the show, you don't know this, but we record this morning show. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. We record the morning show out here at a place called Hoppin'. It's on Weisenberger Street in Fort Worth, Texas, 1 block north of Target off of 7th Street. It's just down, 3 doors down from Doc's Records and right next to Blackland Distillery. And you can come in here and enjoy the 58 taps on the wall, THC seltzers, craft beers, wine, ciders. What else? That's about it, right?
Seltzer. Non-alcoholic stuff.
Oh, yeah. Do you still have a Beta root beer up there?
We have some kind of root beer. I think we're trying a different one.
Okay.
But, yeah, it's good. It's very good.
It's a comfy little space, and if you've been into Hoppin', but not in the last few weeks, they just ripped out the booths that were in the middle and replaced it with all this really badass lounge furniture. So the vibe has changed, and you guys need to come in here. They do not have a kitchen, but there's usually a food truck outside or something else to keep you keep you from getting hungries, but you can always bring your own food here, and you can have it delivered, whatever you want to do. Hop-In is very customizable, and it's a great place to chill or bring a whole big old group of people. So,
and we'll have the Masters on this weekend.
That's
We're
right.
having a Masters party on Sunday. So first 50 guests that come in on Sunday get a little Masters koozie they get to take home. And we'll have the games on all day. We'll have the drink specials, the John Daly.
yeah,
I
was walking out of here yesterday, and Michael was unpackaging a giant box of, what do you call those, candy cigarettes.
Yep. The John Daly. He's my spirit animal. And the John Daly drink is, I believe, a sweet, it's a tea vodka flavor with something else. I can't remember exactly right now. And then a candy cigarette.
John Davis is a famous...
John Daly.
John Daly is a famous golfer. I just learned about this guy yesterday, so I figured people need to know. And he's known for basically being Rodney Dangerfield from Caddyshack. If you
Pretty much.
Remember that character. Let's party. Yeah, that's John Daly. So
Yeah,
anyway.
he's the man.
Love it. So all you golfing people, this is the spot, man.
And by the way, John, if you're out there, come on by.
We got a free drink for you.
Yep.
Inspired by you.
I'll even get you a pack of cigarettes.
And it's against city ordinance, but you can smoke inside. Just John Daly. John Daly can smoke inside.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
All right, folks. I think that's all we got for him today.
Yep.
Tune in tomorrow, Thursday. We do our weekend coverage. It's the last show of the week that we do on the morning show, so we're going to get you up to date with what's happening over the weekend so you don't miss any events. Now, I'm one guy putting this thing together. I'm going to miss stuff. So if you know of an important event that's going on, maybe it's yours, maybe it's somebody else's, take a little audio clip, talking about it, and then email it to us, media@fortworthroots.com, and we will play it on the show. There's going to be a weird week coming up because we are going to be leaving for Terlingua and Big Bend National Park and Marfa. We're going to be gone for a week. So we're going to do some pre-recording stuff, but it's going to be fun and interesting. I don't know what that means yet, but we're going to get that knocked out, have those things set up so that they're ready for you 9 a.m. every morning while we're gone on this trip. And whenever we can manage to get cell phone service, which is very spotty down there, if you don't know, we'll be sending you pictures and videos of what we're getting into down there. And we'll be recording on this trip with the Jerry Jonestown Massacre podcast like we did 2 years ago. It was a really fun recording. I think we broke it down into 4 parts, either 2 or 4 parts. But you can basically just go to our website, fortworthroots.com, type in the search bar Big Bend or something to that effect. It should pull up either Big Bend or Terlingua. Anyway, go nuts with that search bar. It's episodes that we released like 2 years ago. So
Make sure you get photos of UFOs if you see them.
Bro, if you're going to find a UFO, it's out there because there is no light pollution. There's no horizon lights. I mean, it's less than 0 light. So, yeah, if you're going to catch a UFO, that would be the place to do it. And I'm bringing a world-class photographer with me. He's going to be taking a bunch of night shots and time-lapse shots and things like that, getting real tricky with it. So look forward to all that cool stuff coming out here in about, I don't know, a month. Takes a minute. It's a science. All right, folks. Thank y'all so much for being part of the morning show. We appreciate you being here. Sincerely, thank you. Can't do the show without you. As you move through today, flying on the back of a massive
Space
turtle, we hope that you will choose love and gratitude every chance you get. Till tomorrow, folks. Good day.
So wonderful. I'll never let go. 'Cause dreams do come true. And here comes my great day in the morning. Morning. My great day in the morning. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. My great day in the morning. My great day in the morning. I'm blessed by your chocolate, nectar for breakfast. Days come and days go, but I love you forevermore. Oh, so wonderful. I'll never let go, 'cause dreams do come true.